SWAT standoffs, I should say, often call for split-second decisions, whether to shoot or not, when to use lethal force, or how to keep that from happening. Yesterday, a dramatic and bizarre standoff ended without any injuries. ABC4's Nick McGurk talking to police today about their strategies and how it could have been much worse. Nick?
Emily, a day later, and you get a sense still of how dramatic this was. A chunk of the suspect's headlight on his vehicle. You see shell casings all on the ground. Police trying to use non-deadly force, so they basically shot out the windows of his truck, trying to get some kind of communication with him. There's a spray paint can cap because he sprayed his entire windows. He sprayed his truck. Hours of that. He even sat in his truck and ate a sandwich in between threatening police with a large pole, saying he was going to use a bomb, even a shotgun. Eventually, he ran away, and he ran down this hill where he was arrested. Police telling me they thought he was afraid of one of their canines. But we learned a lot more about the suspect today as well. A convicted felon with some 24 arrests in recent years for a variety of crimes. We know the man is Michael Thomas Lucer. He has a long criminal history, from lying to police, drug possession, robbery, and DUI. Those are just his convictions. And yet yesterday, police didn't know who they were dealing with. He was masked, had covered the back of his truck with an American flag, and you saw that spray paint cap. He had spray painted a lot of his truck. That's why he was initially called in on 911 by a local business. Said, this is suspicious. So police followed him, and his truck broke down on this overpass. He refused to cooperate. And then this is what happened. They blasted out the truck windows. They tried pepper spray balls. They used shotguns with beanbags. All of it non-lethal force. Now, he smashed his truck with that big 6-foot metal pole. He threatened police with it. He was slamming the ground, said he was going to throw it over the bridge. SWAT arrived, but they were being extra careful because Lucer told them he had a bomb. He was even using a lighter and that spray paint can to try and light the gas inside of his engine on fire. Turns out his threats of shooting police weren't exactly empty threats. Police later did find a double-barreled shotgun behind his seat.
He was saying stuff about being a master sergeant in the military, and if he pulls his shotgun, he could take out 3 of us before we could even blink our eyes, I think he mentioned one time. So he's making all these threats back and forth, and we're just fortunate he didn't follow through.
Back live here, obviously you see Legacy Parkway, a very, very busy artery here. It was shut down. The overpass was shut down. So even if you don't live in this area, those images are dramatic. If you do live in this area, you understand the traffic impact yesterday. It started in Woods Cross, ended in North Salt Lake. Thankfully, nobody was injured. Live in North Salt Lake, I'm Nick McGurk, ABC4 News.
All right.